Hello, Cancers. This is Karen the Forest Empress, and I am here with your May mid-month tarot card reading. I will also be pulling a Power Animal Oracle card at the end to tie everything together. So the first card that we have is the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is going to represent the past and the influence that the past is having on you now. You might have been feeling like you've lost your way recently, or perhaps you've had kind of a feeling of loneliness or being lost. Don't let other people's emotional demands affect you. They might be affecting you more than they should right now. And it could also come along with like a fear of intimacy, whether it be physical or emotional in some way. Now, this also can come along with like addictive behaviors, because if you are feeling in this state, it could be easy to just find something to appease you, but this is advising you not to do that. However, this card is representing your past, so this could be something that you have already dealt with, and we can look into where we can go from here. But if you have been feeling disillusioned in the past, this card would be, representing that. But let's see what we can do about that. Now, the obstacles that you have in your path is the Nine of Wands card. And, this is a time where you should be focusing on your mental and physical state, your body, taking good care of yourself, staying healthy. You might be getting in your own way to some degree with, maybe thinking these obstacles are bigger than they actually are. But with the proper discipline and strength of character, this is not something that you cannot overcome. You have all these wands here as your creative resources, and if you can figure out how to use them properly for whatever is coming towards you in your life, you will fare better than if you just give in to the negative demands of people, or give in to those, listen to what those toxic people are saying. You should not be listening to that, and don't really see these as much of an obstacle. I would just ignore those people, because you have this unrealized strength and power. This really should be kind of with your next card, which is the influences working in your favor. But for some reason, it decided to pop up as an obstacle. So it might make a little more sense to you than it does to me, because I'm not sure what's going on in your particular life. But let's move on to the influence that is working in your favor, and that is the Hanged Man in reverse. You could be experiencing some delays. These delays could be a blessing in disguise. So I would take this time to get to know yourself better, to focus on your own emotional and physical well-being again during these delays. Don't see them as like so much of an attack on you, as much as something that is a learning opportunity. And, what the universe has to throw at us, we do what we can to manifest what we want. The universe doesn't always provide that in the timeline or in the specifications that we always want. So I would maybe work on being a little more specific about what you're trying to manifest. And, even though you may feel powerless in this situation, you are really not. You do have this unrealized strength of will that keeps coming up that you have, and you just need to utilize it to your advantage. Now, the next card that we have for the near future is the Nine of Pentacles. During all of this, I advise you not to feel sorry for yourself. I would focus more on what you can do to better the situation, to focus on those strengths that you have. Seems to be like a message that keeps coming up. In order to progress forward, you might have a situation where you will need to assert yourself. And if so, do it in a tactful way, and do it in a way that you're keeping in mind, the securities that you want to continue having in your life, if that makes sense. So if you're talking about a relationship or about a job, say your piece, say it in a way that is defending yourself, but not being offensive towards someone else. And that is what is actually going to get you your best response from this. Now, in the long-term future, we have, I can't even pick up the card. We have the Five of Cups. You may still be feeling disenchanted towards the end of the month, and it could be with just all these things that are happening in these 2 weeks. It seems like quite a busy week internally for you guys. Your attitude is the biggest thing here. That is what is going to turn this all around. So don't get sucked into focusing in on these 3 spilled cups. Focus in again on the 2 cups that you do have that are full, because those are actually what is going to help you as you move forward in your path. What you are expecting out of the universe in this kind of long-term future may not be exactly what you're expecting, but it is actually going to be what is right for you. So just hone in on the positive things and keep that thinking positive so that you can manifest those positive thoughts rather than, things that you don't want. Now, the eventual outcome of these last 2 weeks is going to be the Queen of Swords in reverse. This could be someone you're coming across. It could be an air sign or someone with a lot of air energy like Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Don't take this person's words personally. If this person's words are cutting, if this is referring to a person, don't take it personally, because as I might have said in other readings, how people treat you has everything to do with them and very little, if not nothing, to do with you. Sorry, I have my 2-year-old now in the background crying. Hopefully she'll go back to sleep. But if not, this reading's almost over. There is a fine line between asserting yourself and offending someone. So just keep that in mind and, just say your piece, say what your needs are without, going into somebody else's territory. Now, let's pick an animal oracle card to tie everything together. We got the porcupine, which is innocence. So free yourself of guilt and shame. So if there are emotional or difficulties going on, I would, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't feel sorry for yourself about it. I would just, again, focus in on those strengths and those positive aspects that you have. I know you have them because Cancers are a sister sign of my sign, Pisces, and I absolutely love and appreciate all the Cancer energy that I have in my life because it is so nurturing and it is so focused on, that 4th house of like home and security. So don't feel guilty about asserting yourself. Don't feel shameful if you have to. The porcupine is actually more defensive of a creature than he is an offensive creature. He is not going to spike you unless you come close enough where those spikes can touch your skin and push in. I actually used to work at the zoo, and so I worked with a bunch of porcupines. They were one of my favorite animals to work with. So this animal is all about defense. He is not about going out there and seeking out trouble or drama. He is about just dealing with it as it comes to him. So if someone is coming at you, you have every right to put those quills up and defend yourself. But if people are not directly coming at you, just kind of slink back and just be glad that you're out of the drama. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I'm sorry for the background noise. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you for June. I have a feeling that June is going to actually be a really good month for you, Cancer. So we'll find out more in detail about that as we get into June. But in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of May, and I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.